one was based on a comparative study of newspapers and television between 2008 and 9. It reflects ideological values. So it's not just a straightforward reflection of what's happened by different types of people. These articles in terms of what British identity is, and through this idea of British values.
I wanted to organize this conference to bring people together, to start a conversation that the media discourse about British Muslims need to be looked at from all perspectives, so academics, journalists and community members.
An article on conversion which showed 100,000 British women had converted to Islam, Muslims as either aggressor or victim. Okay, Salman actually examined popular culture. Peter Moray and Amina Yakrin did
So what we want in future is more engagement. So the community, the journalists, the academics, all coming together to think and reflect whether we are representing the way the media is represented, the media represents British Muslims, whether it is effective, whether it is or counterproductive, whether it is sensitive or insensitive, whether it is fair or unfair. And these discussions need to be made so that we can create a difference. And in future, we can all work together.
Through kind of technology, which obviously is a very kind of simplification of the radicalisation. Okay, so my last slide, just to reinforce some of these issues. Obviously, these uncertainties of living in a globalised world. However, I do want to emphasise
there are a lot of negativities. I think there should be some sort of regulation that politicians need to think about.
Should I add in passing that I would like to distance myself from some of the kosher methods of slaughter, wearing the hijab, and gender segregation issues amongst Muslims.
This event has been really important today to bring together voices such as myself and Mala, who was the former NUS head and the first woman of ethnicity and Muslim leader of the National Union of Students, to talk about our experience of speaking out against certain projects led by the government, such as Prevent, which is an anti-terror strategy, and to ask the question, if these aren't working, what is the government doing to protect all the people of Britain right now, including the Muslims? This is not coming from a place of victimisation, but a place where we're calling for action. Action from within the Muslim community, but also action from the government and institutions to see that we are protected, that we're not disconnected from the discourse.
Is impossible. They will not be turned back.
It's a great disservice in analysing media output. I say this for a lot of reasons, and I want to draw out some.
And a dialogue and engagement between communities, then the media would not be able to. Manchester attack and the aftermath could have been much, much worse.
Well, I think politicians ought to show greater and better leadership. Muslims are citizens of this country, and as such, government has duty towards their citizens. The anecdotal evidence suggests that media directly contributes to growing hostility towards Muslims, growing discrimination against Muslims, and it suggests that Muslims are failing to contribute to enrich this country as much as they could have, not because of their own fault, but because of the systematic discrimination and disadvantages that they face. And therefore, government is duty-bound, both legally and morally, to do more. And I think government is changing since, for example, Finsbury Park incident. There's a greater realization that anti-Muslim hatred is a real issue.
I think I'm going to end it there. I just want to recommend one particular book and one thought from a sense of, well, we have a right to question what's going on in